Welcome back. You ready for this? Oh, we've got some movement. Now let's replace this battery. Oh no, the ship broke apart. There's no more floating blocks. That took 3 hours. All of this is so ships break apart. And the sad part is it's not even that complicated. All I do is you have a ship like this. You want to delete this one. So it deletes it, right? And then it goes through every block. Let's just say starting with this one. It's like, does it have any neighbors? No? Okay. Becomes its own grid. New. On to the next block that hasn't been searched yet. Let's say this one. Does it have any neighbors? No. Also becomes a new grid. Next block. Does it have a neighbor? Yes. Now these become their own new grid as well. Bob's your uncle. But I was just doing this in C and I haven't really figured out good data structures for this game yet because I've been focusing on gameplay. And so a lot of things are pretty hairy. Like in order to find the neighbor of this block, I looped over every other block to see if its position matched this new one. That's really bad. What it should be is like some kind of array, or at least some kind of hash map. A hash map is like you give it some information like block position, and then like whatever data you want to associate with that information. And then later when you ask it with just this information, it can give you the associated information like really quickly, right? That's what I need. I need to associate the position with the block so that I don't have to loop over every block seeing if it matches the position. But until I profile, I'm not worrying about this shit. Profiling is when I see which parts of the game are slow. Until I actually know that this way is slow, I'm not going to hash map it. Because that's some extra bullshit I don't want to worry about right now. This thing is its own can of worms. And it works. All it took was like an hour of debugging after I wrote this shit. Now, the biggest problem right now, astute viewers will have already seen this. Let me grab these blocks. So once I got some rotation going, right? If I go and break up this grid, the rotation like super doesn't match up with what the grid used to be. And that's because I have no idea how to do that. I'm very much not sure about that. I have a bunch of ideas, but I don't want to spend a while trying them all until I think about it more. It's like if I get rid of this block, right? All I have is like the angular velocity, how fast this thing is spinning for the whole grid. How do I decide how fast each of its pieces should spin based from that information? It sounds like a physics thing to me, which means I don't know what the right answer is right now. But eventually that needs to be figured out. Not tomorrow, but soonish. Anyways, the remaining to do before I ship and get a private alpha test or Discord open for all you lucky players, make the player physical, like a guy with flesh and blood and like damage. Also the pilots, solar pieces and sun to recharge battery, some kind of pixel voxel planets, maybe asteroids for now, and then some better sprites, and then ship a private demo. I guess before this some quick other multiplayer work. This is just a quick little idea I had, but what if you have two ships next to each other? Let's say you have something like this, and you want to recharge this ship with this ship. What if there's like a wire item in the game? You could hook these together with a jumper wire. Think like a jumper wire in your car, and then it acts like a bungee cord and pulls them together while charging and sharing energy. It's a cool item for later. Might make for some really funny situations. You're in your own ship and your friend's ship has a bunch of extra battery. Or maybe it's like a solar tanker or something. Bro, give me some gas. So you put this wire together, but then disaster strikes or something. One of the ships runs into an asteroid while it's moving. And then the wire snaps, and then maybe something else super bad happens. I'm not sure. Getting this wire though is a whole different can of worms where it's is there an item in a tool system? Is there gonna be tools in this game? I wasn't so sure about that. I think that this would be better conceptualized as a block. Maybe some kind of block where it's like a tether station like that or something. And then you can grab this and pull it. Is there grabbing in this game? These are decisions that will be made after we get the demo out and we get some more people playing this game, see if it's exciting, right? The idea is exciting. Even though this was hard, I think I could have gotten more done today. Unfortunately, most of my stuff today was college. On that note, I'm going to market this game, right? First of all, what do I need, right? Well, to develop it full time, right? My budget is $1,500 a month. At $5 a month. For something like Patreon, if I was doing that, I would need around 300 patrons, right? I'm going to get 300 people to pay $5 a month for early access builds to this game. That's a crazy number. Let's start with 10. How am I even going to get 10 people? If I got 10 people, I could use that money to buy art assets, right? Or look around for artists for this game. Thinking about it like a funnel and conversion ratios, right? I've got these YouTube videos. Let's say somehow I get 10,000 views on a video, which is crazy right now. And then a 1% conversion ratio. What's 1% of 10,000? 100 people. And then a 1% conversion after that. That's one guy for 10,000 views. That means for 10,000 views per Patreon subscription, to meet the 300 minimum bar, I would need 3 million views on a YouTube video. It's not happening. Maybe these conversion ratios are higher or something, but I really doubt that. I'm going to keep working on this game. I'm going to make this demo and I'm going to advertise the fuck out of it to Factorio Discord, Space Engineers Discord, Space Engineers YouTubers. See what I can do with my immense power in this world. You know, my life right now is mostly solving problems like these, not solving problems like these, which is what I want. It's the end goal of this funnel, this one, is to make it so this becomes the focus. You know, this game is built on Web 4 technology. It's very advanced. You gotta make the game better. You gotta make the videos better. I think the hardest part of all this is trying to sell something with like unfinished art. That's really hard. Visual identity is something you cling onto very fast. You know, I almost need like good art before I start really giving it out to people. Most gamers, when they see a game with like mediocre or bad art, they just go like, ugh, like what is this? Maybe we'll get some free art pack. You know, pretty much none of these match the perspective or theme of this game, which is going to be hard. You know, maybe I could use stuff like this for like the planet, but that's not even the main focus of the game. I need like really good block sprites. I guess I'll just try to iterate that on myself for now. You know, maybe stuff like this, but this is really goofy looking. I have an artist friend who might be able to help with this, but he's like really busy. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe.